An expansive new review published in Biochemical Pharmacology adds to existing evidence that drinking coffee regularly can help protect and even restore the health of one's liver by inhibiting scarring and inflammation. The review is a new compilation and analysis of decades worth of epidemiological, experimental, and clinical data documenting coffee's liver health potential. It has long been suggested that coffee's robust blend of bioactive compounds have the ability to reduce the risk of liver disease. Its consumption is believed to slow liver disease's progression to fibrosis, cirrhosis, and hepatosis cellular carcinoma thanks to coffee's robust mix of bioactive compounds. The review does more than spotlight associations between coffee drinking and liver health. It also endeavors to explain chemically how these compounds help maintain the liver, describing a wide range of antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and anti-fibrotic effects from coffee drinking. Coffee also appears to help balance the gut microbiome and even help moderate epigenetic influences that can affect liver health. What makes coffee good for the liver? Coffee is a complex brew of bioactive compounds in addition to its well-known ingredient caffeine, explained Michelle Rothenstein, MS.RD, CDCES, CDN, a preventative cardiology dietitian at Entirely Nourished, who is not involved in the review. Coffee contains specific compounds like chlorogenic acid and polyphenols that have antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and liver-modulating effects that may help promote liver health. Rothenstein said that coffee's antioxidant properties may be especially important since, as the dietitian pointed out, oxidative stress can negatively impact the cells on the liver, promoting inflammation and insulin resistance. Oxidative stress is a major driver of liver damage. 2 cups of coffee a day linked to better liver health. The review's analysis of such a large collection of data confirmed previous indications of associations between coffee consumption and a reduction in the incidence of several prominent liver diseases. For people with chronic hepatitis C, for example, coffee drinking was again seen to be inversely associated with liver damage severity. People with hepatitis C who drank coffee daily experienced significantly lower rates of progression to fibrosis and cirrhosis. Drinkers of 2 cups a day were also less likely to develop hepatocellular carcinoma, which can often occur with hepatitis C. Correlations between coffee and reduced severity for 2 major causes of liver-related morbidity and mortality were also reported in the review. Alcoholic liver disease is the result of excessive alcohol consumption. Its damage to the liver is associated with the presence of liver enzymes AST, GGT, and ALT. People who regularly drink coffee have lower levels of these enzymes. Metabolic dysfunction-associated steatotic liver disease, or MASLD, is the most common chronic liver disease globally. The review reported that people who drank coffee regularly were 29% less likely to develop MASLD than non-drinkers. Coffee acts at molecular level in the liver. Importantly, the authors of the review traced the chemical mechanisms behind coffee's purported beneficial properties by aligning them with likely specific molecular targets within the liver. They investigated 5 areas: antioxidant support for the liver, anti-inflammatory support for the liver, anti-fibrotic support for the liver, metabolism support, and support for gut microbiome balance. For the first 4 areas, the authors pinpointed specific molecules that had been shown to be positively influenced by coffee in the existing data. In the 5th, they identified a variety of gut microbiome balancing bacteria that coffee helps promote. How much coffee is the healthiest amount? The amount of caffeine that is generally safe is about 400 milligrams, or 4 cups a day, but this amount can vary based on individual tolerance, said Rothenstein. The review notes that for people with caffeine hypersensitivity, existing cardiovascular disease, or anxiety disorders, adverse effects may occur even with small amounts of coffee. Many people, said Rothenstein, may experience heart palpitations, anxiety, insomnia, acid reflux, and GI distress at lower amounts, so the quantity will need to be adjusted for the individual. The review points out as well that coffee's beneficial effects are dose-dependent. Consuming more than 5 cups of coffee daily, for example, can increase serum LDL, or bad cholesterol levels, and potentially contribute to dyslipidemia. Since liver health is connected to heart health, it is no surprise that several studies show that moderate consumption of black coffee has also been shown to potentially be beneficial for the heart if tolerated well. The authors note that coffee may have a role to play as a simple and viable dietary intervention for people with liver disease, especially when considered in the context of other modifiable lifestyle factors. Still, the review's identification of coffee-relevant molecular pathways, its authors assert, could open new avenues of research for the types of randomized clinical trials. They also point out that further research will be required to prize out further details for clinical purposes.